Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our full moon meditation for April. I hope you've been practicing over the last few months, and if you recall, there are 4 steps to meditation as I see it and as I've discovered through the 30 years of meditating that I've been doing. The first step is to be centered. Unless we actually enjoy our solitude and we can center ourselves and allow our mind just to rest, it is difficult to actually meditate. So the first step is to practice being centered. And that does take a little bit of practice, but like anything, if it's worth doing, it's worth practicing. So step 1 is to be centered. The second part of meditation is to be curious. If you recall, I often use the concept of a child sitting on the side of the lake, looking across the lake to the other side to see if there's anything of interest there. They're not distracted by the ripples or the breeze that's going across the top of the lake. They're just looking to the other side in case there's something interesting there. That's the second step in meditation, that once we become centered, we actually just sort of look beyond where we are to see if there's anything of interest on the other side of the stillness that we found. The third part then is to actually be receptive, to open ourselves to our senses, to look, listen, feel, and energize ourselves to see if there's anything going on. In fact, to be an open conduit, to be receptive for what may come to us. And then the fourth step is that we then sit in a deep connection, in deep communion, as it was, with ourselves, with our intuition, with our angels, with our higher self, with a greater consciousness, with universal intelligence. It doesn't matter the term we give to it. The most important thing is that we're willing to sit in that space, to be centered, to be still, to be curious, to be receptive, and to actually be in communion. And once we are in that space, we find that an entirely new universe opens up for us, and we actually experience this deep sense of peace. And it's in this peace where we can make better decisions, where we can release our past, where we can actually future pace and see ourselves illustrious and triumphant in the future. It's all in that space of peace where all of this happens. Now, one of the things I haven't actually spoken with you about till now is that when you go into that space of being receptive, a very important point here is that you must expect an answer. So let's say you're having issues over making a decision, or maybe you're unsure of which path to take in your life, and you really would like some guidance. You'd really like to know what is the best course of action. And as we all know, if we ever get to those invested decisions where the outcome seems to really have a huge pro and con with it, we become so invested and we struggle with it so much that we end up making no decision at all because we're so terrified we're going to make the wrong one. So meditation helps enormously with making better decisions, because when you go into the stillness and when you're curious and you're receptive, that's when you ask the question, I would like to know which is the best course of action for me. Is it this or is it that? And then the key is to expect an answer. You don't have to keep repeating the question over and over and over and over. Don't do that. Say it once into the quiet of your mind and then rest. Abide in the silence and the solitude and expect an answer. Now that answer may come to you as a voice in your head. It may come to you as a feeling. It may come to you as you might see pictures. Or you might just get a knowing or a sensation. Or you might say to me right now, I've done that before and I've got nothing. The key is that it may not happen right there in the meditation. It may happen as you wake up the next morning and all of a sudden something will come to you. I do a technique with my coaching clients where we actually do some dream interpretation, and lo and behold, if the answers aren't sitting there, because our fabulous unconscious mind works hand in hand with our intuition to actually show us where to go and what decision to make. So it's there waiting for you, but you must go into that space and you must ask the question once, and then you must be willing, that's the key word, willing to expect an answer, and then to look, listen, and lean into the omens, into the answers as they come to you. So this evening, we're going to do a short meditation, and as we begin going in and going deeper, I want you to think about, to actually formulate, what is that question? You may have nothing really serious at the moment, and that's great, but you may have a question. It can be simple or it can be extravagant. But ask a question, ask for guidance, and you will be surprised at how well you will receive answers if you are looking for them and if you expect them. So make sure you're comfortable now, get nice and comfy. Let's close our eyes and let's begin, shall we? I'll put some music on and off we go. And as you get comfortable, take a nice deep breath and fill up those lungs all the way to the very top of your shoulders, filling your lungs with lovely deep breath of air. And then very slowly exhale. Just control the breath on the exhale a little bit. Don't just let the shoulders slump. And as you reach the very bottom of the exhale, no more air in your lungs, make it a cyclical breath and breathing in again. Deep, 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 all the way up to the top of the lungs, all the way up, holding now, holding, and very slowly, exhaling and exhaling until you can't exhale anymore to the very bottom of the lungs, and now breathing in again, no gaps, no stops, breathing in all the way to the very top, to the very top, to the very top, top up a little more. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and slow breath out. 2, 3, 4, holding out. 2, 3, 4, breathing in deeply. 2, 3, 4, holding at the top. 2, 3, 4, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, and relax. Allowing your breath to just be natural now, to find its own rhythm, and holding your focus on the third eye between the eyebrows. Just holding your focus there. Perhaps you might see light or darkness or colour or movement or stillness. It makes no difference. Just holding your focus and allowing yourself to relax and eliminating all the tension in your body, feeling it just disappear. And also, as it disappears, allowing all the random thoughts, all the worries and stresses and fears to just run off with all the tensions, to go out to play together, until only you remain. The pure essence of you remains, while everything you've learned, everything you've thought, all of your misguided beliefs, all of your the feeling of gratitude and appreciation to well up inside you. Put a gentle smile on your face, which will trigger your brain to release endorphins into your body. Letting your brain know that this is a happy time because you're smiling, and your brain will follow suit with all of the wonderful happy drugs it can produce. And now allowing yourself to just sit in the stillness and be curious, holding your focus and be curious. Like the child sitting at the side of the lake, looking across to the other side. Perhaps you'd like to use that visualization, looking across beyond where you are now, beyond where you sit or you lie. Look beyond what appears to be going on, beyond your human existence. Look beyond. Feel your energetic being stretching beyond. Allow yourself to transcend the limitations of your body. Feeling the energy of your energetic being stretching beyond the limitations of your skin. Imagine that. Imagine being beyond. Imagine how that feels to be free of all physical limitation, to be free of all emotional limitation, to be free of all mental limitation, to be free of all spiritual limitation, and to be free of all financial limitation, to truly be beyond, to truly be free, to truly be. Beingness. Allow yourself to delight in your centeredness. Allow yourself to just surrender for these few minutes to what appears to be nothing at all, but is in fact a cohesive universal intelligence that is not outside of yourself, but is in fact who you are. you're ready, just take a deep breath, and on the exhale, ask your question once, and then go straight back into that lovely quiet space and just expect an answer with infinite patience. And breathing in and exhale. Just bring your awareness back to the third eye again. Just bringing your awareness back. And staying in this lovely space for a few moments longer. Just be conscious. Be conscious of any feelings or thoughts or sensations or images that may come to you, this evening or in the morning. Perhaps it's a song that you hear. Perhaps it's words that somebody else speaks. Perhaps it's something you see when you're driving in your car. Be conscious. Pay attention. And before we finish, I want you to repeat in your mind, I am willing to receive my messages. I am willing to receive the answer to my question and to be conscious of it. And before we finish now, I want you to allow a wonderful sense of gratitude and appreciation to infill you energetically. How will you feel when you receive your answer? Allow that to permeate all the cells of your body, to uplift your energetic being. And let that bring a smile to your face now, because you expect an answer and now you know you will receive it. And when you do, this is how you will feel. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Gently open your eyes. So the key here is, as I've said before, don't get back onto your devices or your phones now. Allow this wonderful sense of peace to stay with you for the evening. Just relax, sit in it and appreciate it. Because meditation is not an altered state of mind. Meditation is our natural state of mind. So allow yourself to enjoy it for a while. And then expect that answer and look, listen and lean into your omens. I'd be delighted to know what you think of tonight's meditation, but more importantly, I'd be delighted to know when you got your answers. That would be wonderful. So until next full moon, keep practicing your meditation. Know that even if you think you're not getting anywhere, you are.